Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of the Geekcast podcast. My name is Greg St. Clair. Here with me is
Dan Whitehead.
And we'd like to welcome our newest member to the Geekcast family, Patrick Howard.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Yeah, Patrick is one of the founders of the Geekcast network. Geekcast network. Is that what we're calling it?
You should know the name of the.
I should probably know the name of the
kinda,
thing that I'm in, right?
Yeah.
I'm just now joining. That's kind of
yeah. Well, you were doing your own thing for a little bit there too.
True.
Yeah. Where's your first show, Patrick?
It should be up next Friday.
It's
called the Cinema Frequency, and I'll be talking. Mainly, it's gonna be like reviews, but also just kind of general film topics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Looking forward to it.
It's Pat's shtick. Was the film major, English minor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to be a critic. Very cool.
But I have a pretty killer intro sting. So.
Oh.
I did hear that. And
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
We don't have much of an intro. We're working on it.
Yeah, we got a guy.
We got a guy who knows a guy.
We can just talk about real quick for next week. I've already on to next week. But as of right now, we're gonna have the band Young Poet on, and they're gonna be talking about the new album, possibly perform a song on it, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to do that live.
Show. And just talk about whatever. They're really fun guys, and they're the ones that have written songs for us before and music for us before.
Yeah, the lead singer Seth Decker helped us out, write us a theme intro as well as transition music for our television show, which we'll talk about in a little bit. As well as Dan filmed a music video for their cover of.
And Patrick helped.
Yeah, with cinematography.
Yeah.
Good job. With what Misery Business by Paramore.
Yes.
Great song.
And on their part, they did a great job. On my editing part, I still see mistakes, but that's just.
It was your first music video, really.
It was.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. They're really cool people.
Do you want to keep slamming the water on the table when the microphone is standing? What are you doing?
There we go.
Doom, doom.
But so I'm looking forward to hanging out with them next week. And there's 4 of them, so that'll be a pretty crowded room.
It's like 3 Andrews.
Yeah, it's Seth and the 3 Andrews, right?
It could work as like a 50s.
It's like Ed, and Eddie.
Yeah.
Seth and the 3 Andrews, but so Young Poet, and they actually have a show tomorrow. I can put the details up with this podcast because it's going to go up today, Saturday. So definitely check them out.
Is tomorrow their album party?
No, this is just a show at a church nearby.
Okay.
That they said that they're going to play some of the new songs yet, but I think that's October that they're
For their release party.
Yeah, you'd have to ask them next week.
Cool. So then we get a sneak preview of everything. You guys get a sneak preview. It's even better.
Yes.
You guys are so
And I think that we also might put a link up to their website. On
Yeah,
our Facebook page.
definitely.
I'm actually wearing the shirt right now. It worked out nice. I'm wearing Young Poet Strikes Back, which I get a kick out of being a Star Wars fan.
I know. Yeah,
So-
Seth on his Instagram said that they just set up their store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Instagram. So yeah, I think
so
that's all set up. So you can get other shirts. Other than that one, you can get that.
And they're looking for a new logo. So if you guys are into graphic design or anything like that, look for Young Poet on Facebook, and you can find the information there on how to possibly submit a logo for them.
But yeah, we'll definitely put all that information on our Facebook, on our social media sites, as well as our website. For those of you who've been trying to keep up with what we've been doing lately, we haven't been doing anything lately. We've been on a 3-week hiatus.
Yeah.
I'm a resident assistant at Stevenson, so I was there for training. I moved in 2 Sundays ago. I've been doing that. Dan's been playing with himself, and Patrick decided, we talked about him joining within the past couple weeks,
He
2 weeks or
us
so.
to join, he said.
Yeah.
I was on my hand
He
on Skype.
Steps of Mexico.
And then he's still doing his own thing. You just want that much airtime? Are you that selfish? You want to hear your voice that much more on more things? Is that what it is?
Of course.
Pretty much.
Obviously.
I get it. Well, I was going to do mine, but then again, I was like, what the hell am I going to talk about? So,
Yeah, you're really
It's
not
a
that
rough
interesting.
business,
You're
man.
just not that
it's
interesting.
not interesting, so.
Nah.
It's there if I ever want. I have my own SoundCloud account, but who knows?
I still have to pay you for that, don't I?
You do. You owe me money. You owe me money. You get a car. You get a car.
With my money, Brad. With my
With
money.
my money, Brian. Come out of my golf club later.
Real time, you decking me, man.
Put you in the knees. No, that's not a big deal.
You want to go to pick of the week?
Yeah.
We should probably do that.
Should we throw Patrick under the bus?
Yeah, Patrick's first. Go.
Oh, you suck.
Pick of the week.
My pick of the week is, it's an old album, but I'm finally got into Amy Winehouse. So I listened to, I think this is her first album, Back to Black, and this came out in 2006, and it was just fantastic. Once again, I'm also getting into jazz, and I love her blend of, it's kind of modern, but she also goes back to kind of the classic piano jazz smoke-filled air kind of nightclub. I can just envision her on the stage just singing this. And yeah, it was great. It was great to listen to actually coming up here.
That's cool.
I've been meaning to actually check that out because I like a couple of the songs in there. I wanted to listen.
Oh yeah, Rehab and actually the actual single Back to Black.
Yeah, she had like a cool
fantastic.
she puts like the soul vibe, kind of like a combo soul like laid back type thing.
Yeah, she still manages to keep like kind of the sorrow, tragic feel of like jazz sometimes.
She's a missed celebrity.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
27 Club.
Plus, also the documentary Amy's coming out. I think it's already come out like in select theaters. So I really want to see that.
Yeah,
I think I did see it because I was looking at like movies.
Probably showing somewhere in like DC.
Probably like at the Charles. I feel like it's showing at the Charles Theater
really?
in Baltimore. That's a guess.
I always feel like DC is one of those cities that like there's always like see it in select theaters now. Like there's some like theater in DC that has it.
Actually, it was because after parents and I went to a jazz club to celebrate my 21st birthday, and
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Happy birthday!
And we actually drove by an actual theater, and there was the poster set up and everything. So I think that's probably shown at that theater.
I think they had a poster at the AMC in Jefferson when we went.
For Amy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think I saw it like on the outside. I don't know. Maybe not. Your turn.
Okay, so my pick of the week is a little more newer. I'm doing Straight Outta Compton. I forgot what I was going to say. Straight Outta Compton, which follows the N.W.A, which I don't know if I could say what it stands for.
No, you can't. I don't think that word should be used anyways.
No. N-words with attitude.
Well, I mean, like just like the actual word itself.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be used in like Undecided Day. That's my thing.
But anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like they called the movie N.W.A, but that's the name of the group, and it's about them and how they rose up and became famous. And for those that don't know, that's a hip hop group that consisted of Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube,
the late Eazy-E,
and
the rest.
Yellow. One of them, and MC Ren, I think is it.
Yeah.
I think it's the 5 of them there. Of course, Dr. Dre is famous now for the beats and for being a producer and
finding Eminem, 50 Cent.
Yeah, he discovered a lot of the big ones, so you can thank him for that. But the movie itself is really, really well done. What's really cool is Ice Cube's son actually plays him.
O'Shea
Jackson
Jr.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really does a nice job especially for being his first acting credit, and he was worried about playing his father because obviously that's a big shoes to fill. But once he kind of got into it, he said that no one else should have done it. Like it had to be him.
Yeah.
So as far as the other cast members, I think they're just actors that fit the role. But they all did a really nice job.
I thought they did a really good job of casting to like the face, like who they looked like. I thought like the guy who played Dre like could have passed as like a stunt double. For, like,
I saw the picture of the guy who played. I haven't seen it, but I saw the picture of the guy who played Tupac, and he looks like
Tupac.
just
even,
alike.
Even
that is Tupac. Tupac's still alive.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right, we can talk about that. But no, even like the smaller roles though, like I mean, every person, like you said, Tupac was in it for maybe 10 minutes, if that. And then they had Snoop Dogg in there, which was pretty close. Like, so they really took the time to like find the right people, and I think it's because Dre and Ice Cube, they had a hand in it, and they were like, we have to do this right if we're gonna do it. So I know Dre was like hesitant towards it, but now he's behind it and he's all for it. But really cool movie, especially if you like biopic movies. It's a little harsh as far as language and all that kind of stuff, which is expected, especially if you listen to their music.
I mean, that was their lifestyle, kind of like they lived it up.
It's rugged,
that's
where
they grew up. Yeah.
And you get a different understanding for it because I know before it I wasn't big into hip hop, and I saw the movie because I like those kind of movies, and then I started listening to their music, and I kind of had a different appreciation for it now, understanding like where they're coming from, with F the Police and Straight Outta Compton, like those songs like that. I kind of understand it, though intense. You get what they're talking about. So,
it is surprising that this came out in the summer and the fall for Oscar season.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they just weren't looking for something like that. They were
maybe because I feel like I hope this doesn't
like
get passed up or something like that.
There aren't like too many. I mean, like obviously, like Amy's coming out later this year, but like I feel like with that movie, like it's not the type of movie. They're not the type of guys, Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, to be like, oh, we're gonna make a movie about our lives so we can win awards.
Right.
Like,
right, but I think it has a good chance of getting recognized.
Absolutely, I definitely think so.
I don't think it's going to get forgotten, though.
I don't
think it'll get swept under the rug.
No,
because I know some Oscar contenders that come out in the summer sometimes just miss the mark because they didn't come out in the fall.
They come out just after the previous Oscars, and then you forget about it.
And it's ridiculous because sometimes the Academy just focuses on like the last 4 months.
Well, that's why they plan those movies, like studios.
Oh yeah,
they plan them between November and January to come out.
All right, and my pick of the week I saw Pixels in 3D over the summer.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. He literally said the exact same thing. I talked to you about this already.
I know you did.
You're still apologizing. That's great. I saw it, and I thought it was really good. I was explaining it to Patrick today of how it was, as far as like an Adam Sandler comedy, it was like the early 2000s of like the Big Daddy and anger management and like that kind of stuff. It's not Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, that like, you know, silly attitude, you know, whatever. It was a little more mature than that. But I thought the storyline, though it was a absolutely ridiculous storyline, they stuck with it the whole time. It was very well thought out. The way, you know, it was like versus the aliens and the games and all the characters. Peter Dinklage, they called him like the finger blaster, which is really, you know, inappropriate. That's why it was hilarious.
Which I thought was funny is in the trailers they showed him driving a car. It's like how is he driving a car?
It was a Mini Cooper.
Still.
It's a booster seat.
Booster seat.
Yeah, but his legs wouldn't reach. It'd be like dangling.
No, I feel like his legs would reach, but like he is like, if like this is like a dashboard that's like it's like at eye level.
Okay.
Like I feel like
that's pretty dangerous.
I mean, whatever it is, it was just really, really good. It's definitely I'd say it's a must see because like because all these reviews came out like, oh my gosh, like before it even came out, like this is gonna be like the silliest movie ever. Like, oh my god, Pac-Man's coming to invade Earth in pixelated form. What is this ridiculousness? And then like after it came out, people were like, wow, this isn't as bad as we thought it was going to be.
I know the critics weren't a fan of it, but
actually no, I think the critics gave it a better review than the fans. From what I saw, I
checked on Rotten Tomatoes. It has like a lesser review rating than like Little Nicky and
I mean, like I use an app called Movie Phone. That's how I like pre-order all my tickets and check out like movie theater times and things like that. Yeah, keep slamming that water. And I'm pretty sure the critic review was less than was greater than the fan review. You're gonna look it up right now.
For you, yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Okay, so it was critics were 16 and the people were 55.
Oh, I was way wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Get my facts straight next time, Greg. Come on.
Check that out.
Yeah, seriously. No, I thought it was really, really good. Josh Gad was also hilarious. His character has this incredible infatuation. I can't think of the video games character, but it's some like female character that was, you know, portrayed as obviously like a giant sex icon to like nerds and like the arcades back in the 80s. And it's played by Ashley Benson, who is in Pretty Little Liars and one of the Bring It On movies, and is very, very attractive. At a point where like all these 80s cartoons, like an all-out brawl on Earth, and like this like character in like pixelated form comes up to Josh Gad's character, is like, the love of my life, and then like she transforms somehow into like a human form compared to like just being a pixel, and like you see Ashley Benson, it's just like, yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
And switching here a little bit, Patrick, I understand you brought some show and tell.
I did. It's over there behind you if you can get it.
Show and tell.
Well, this most recent issue of Entertainment Weekly was a Star Wars themed, with a pretty badass cover with a Kylo Ren with his lightsaber.
Story time. Story time.
Huh? That's cool with the double. Like
I like it. I know a lot of people were hating on it when they first revealed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
like it. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's like very medieval and
And well, here's my thing about it. People are like, oh well, when he's wielding his like lightsaber, you know, spinning around, it might hit his wrist. And like that, like they're gonna have a problem with that. But to me, it's like that's what you have a problem with.
Yeah.
Out of all the things in the Star Wars movie, that's the one thing you have a problem with is how he's wielding his lightsaber.
That thing is worse than Jar Jar Binks.
You think so? To some fans, it probably is.
I mean, I'm a fan of Jar Jar, so I
can't talk. Speaking of Jar Jar Binks, George Lucas like kind of said where he got that idea from. He's a big fan of Goofy, and so that was supposed to be a play on Goofy.
I can see that.
Yeah. Based off.
Yeah, I can totally see it.
I still am like DF.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why he even exists.
Well, yeah, it was trivia like Michael Jackson wanted to play like live action, but
yeah, that would have been
something. Yeah.
Mace Windu, you know that?
What?
Tupac was going to be Mace Windu, but then he died in early stages of the movie, so they ended up getting the great Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm. He was a huge fan of Star Wars, and he was like going after the role of Mace Windu, and like was interested in it. And I think George Lucas was kind of behind it as well. And then obviously he died, air quotes. Supposedly
he was shot.
Yeah, but you're the one to say no, he's still alive, so maybe he is. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about Mace Windu? Oh no,
talking about
Tupac. Yeah, Tupac's still alive.
Yeah, right. So, okay, so for whatever reason, they
it's the Loch Ness Monster. Like there's like sightings of Tupac every year.
Well, then his album, like they keep finding new music, like that they supposedly he did years ago, but it's like about somewhat current stuff. Like, so how is that to make any sense? But
I don't know. I mean,
he's with Elvis. That's where he is.
Yeah, him and Elvis are chilling eating peanut butter banana sandwiches somewhere, some hole.
Right. All right. Go ahead, Pat. What do you got?
But yeah, so with the issue and the article actually released a lot of cool pictures, like of Kylo Ren and a really cool picture of screenwriter Lawrence Kasdan and JJ like on the actual set. I think of an actual like probably like a first order set probably, and they're going over the script, which is just great to see. And then some like another photo of actor John Boyega like in his stormtrooper outfit running by like an actual practical TIE fighter wreck that's on fire and everything. There's a cool picture of like Captain Phasma like in her like album and her armor is like all like charred, like she's just seen some battle.
That's awesome. Cool.
That's awesome. That was J.J. Abrams' favorite characters, Captain Phasma. He said,
he says that in the
He says that she just brought it to the movie. Like,
so she's probably the fan favorite of this trilogy. I feel like
mine right now is John Boyega's character Finn. I don't know why. I just think he's a really cool character, and he's going to be something to look after, especially after seeing. We can talk about the poster when you're done there because what I saw in that poster, I'm really excited. And I have a fan theory, but go ahead and keep going.
But yeah, and, they interviewed J.J. Abrams and they and talking about Kylo Ren. Let's see if I find the quote. So they asked like, let's talk about Kylo Ren. Adam's drivers really struck a nerve in that first trailer with the crossguard lightsaber. Who is this guy? And JJ says, well, he's a character who came to the name Kylo Ren when he joined a group called Knights of Ren. And the lightsaber is something that he built himself. It's as dangerous and as fierce and as ragged as the character. He is not the prototypical mustache-twirling bad guy. He's a bit more complex than that.
Mustache-twirling.
And it was a great joy to work with Adam Driver on this role because he threw himself into the deep in a remarkable way. But yeah, just that whole Knights of Ren, that sounds like kind of a cool medieval like Knights of the Round Table. And he also goes.
It's more like Templars, though. If you think about it, since the
dark
side.
And like just like with the crossguard, like they're going for more like a medieval vibe with him, which is I think also always been in Star Wars, along with like the feudal Japan samurai feel. And oh shit, I just lost my place.
No, I definitely think though, like Kylo Ren's got that kind of vibe of like a knight who it almost seems like he's not a Sith.
Well, he's not. He's more. He's kind of. They describe him as like a Darth Vader like fanboy, and that's also kind of like how that's the feeling of the Knights of Ren, that they're not really Sith, but they're just trying to keep, I think, the presence of the Sith alive. And he's actually kind of he's like hunting and I think gathering all these relics, like the charred Darth Vader helmet that was seen in the second trailer.
Right. They obviously didn't. That's not actually from the original trilogy. Unfortunately, they had to recreate it and then burn it and all that stuff. They did show, I think, a picture of what the original helmet looked like, and it looks similar to it. I think they actually like found the original helmet from like Return of the Jedi.
Interesting, yeah, because there was also some concept art of the Knights of Ren leaked, and once you look at it, it does have it's a cool hybrid of like samurai, but also kind of like Knights of Templar kind of helmet looking.
Sweet.
Yeah. So far, Kylo Ren is probably my favorite character. Just what his backstory, and also I'm like theorizing that maybe him and Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, they might be like the Solo, or maybe be like siblings, perhaps.
Siblings, sure.
Might be the Solo.
Yeah, we should talk about some theories. But before we do that, for Kylo Ren, I hope in a way is kind of that he never takes that mask off, because Adam Driver, unfortunately, I don't think is the best looking guy in the room kind of thing. So I feel like it would take me out of it if it was just like, hey, I'm Driver. I'd be like, he's from Girls. But and also I feel like he shouldn't talk unless he's gonna have some kind of like a Darth Vader.
I hope he does like more of his Darth Vader kind of low,
like normal voice behind a mask, kind of like this. I don't really want to hear him speak. I know he has like a natural, like pretty deep voice.
Oh yeah, because Hasbro just released kind of their. I told you about this. Like all the toys they're going to come out, and they have like a Kylo Ren mask, like voice changer.
Okay,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so they have like a regular mask, but they have a more expensive one where you can actually change your voice.
So cool.
See, I guess he is.
I want that.
Disguised voice. Because I thought it was going to be more like what the hell's his name? Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, very silent.
He doesn't really speak anything, but he kind of tells everything in his face, even though he's wearing a mask. But
I miss Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he would have been like a more interesting character if they kept like developing a story.
Well, they brought him back in the Clone Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes back. He's got robotic legs.
Oh yeah, did I remember that?
That's like in season 5. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about okay. I'm
animated series.
I haven't watched the animated series.
Yeah, I haven't got to there either. I just know he comes back, but
No.
now.
I mean, I'm like not like the biggest Star Wars fan in the world, but like I recognize its existence and its impact on the world. So I pay tribute to that, but I'm not like animated series. I know exactly what you guys are talking about. I'm kind of just sitting here chilling right now.
Yeah, he was just so wasted. He should have been like carried over and into
Well, it's the same
episode
thing
2.
with Qui-Gon Jinn. I think he was wasted too.
Yeah.
Because Liam Neeson, whatever you think of him as now, is an action star, but I think he's a really good actor if he puts his mind to it, kind of thing.
I mean, if Disney gets that bored and runs out of that many ideas, they can always do a Qui-Gon Origins, and which also means a Yoda Origins as well.
I think
Because a Yoda Origins would be freaking awesome.
they should do Old Republic. I think there's way more story there. And
Oh, yeah.
Go like centuries and centuries before Yoda, before any of these people, and see how the Jedi forms, how the Sith forms, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they need to go back in time and also.
That could be like as easy as saying like, oh, they're these guys, but there was a Judas, and Judas was like the founder of like the 7 whatever, and like the 7th one was the one who decided to become the Sith or something like that.
Yeah,
I can totally see like that
there's
happening.
Video games and stuff, and there's books and all that kind of stuff, which why I like Star Wars even more, and same with like Lord of the Rings stuff. There's just so much lore and story and history and all that stuff.
I pre-ordered Battlefront for my Xbox.
Yeah.
And it's made by the same company that.
Hasbro.
No. It's the same company that makes Battlefield.
Oh right.
So there's gonna be a lot of like exploding like walls and buildings and everything. It's just gonna be like a lot more intense.
Yeah, I'm not much of a gamer anymore, but I saw like a couple of the trailers
Yeah,
of like the gameplay. Like, God, I want to know.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that, so when I get that, we all can.
That made me want to buy that. Yeah.
Whenever Dan decides to, quit sitting on his ass and just play my Batman Arkham Knight game already, so we can finally talk about that.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to just come in here and play your video game.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if you can play it because I still have yet to like connect to the internet.
Do I need the internet to play it?
I don't know. You might. Well, I mean, you might just for like downloads. I mean, there might be an update. You probably can't play with it out the update because like sometimes that happens as well. But I just have to send the MAC address to the server.
I've never had live, and I can play all the games on my.
Yeah, but then you can't play all the cool features. There's better features.
They got the features, man. You can't.
They got the features.
Whatever.
We got the features. We got. That's really lame. I'm sorry.
Please don't
go back to
musical.
Please go back.
You're a little off track here.
Just sit there and be quiet.
Please go back to your Star Wars talk. Thank you.
But I saw that. I'm sitting looking at your shirt there. I saw that their name of the ship is actually going to be the Star Killer.
Yeah, Star Killer. Or actually, the base. It's Star Killer base.
Base.
Yeah.
Right. But it's actually, and for those our big Star Wars fans know that was actually the original name for Luke Skywalker would have been Luke Starkiller, and then they changed it to Skywalker.
Thank
so
God.
It's a nice little
less threatening.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, Skywalker has a nice ring.
Strangely enough, Skywalker is less ridiculous than Star Killer.
Yeah,
like
but Star Killer sounds like you're trying too hard to be like, okay, like this.
You're trying too hard to make him
this
like
kid's
a badass.
honestly going to throw down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he must be the one to bring balance to the Force.
Star Killer.
They obviously knew that in 1977.
Sounds like a Marvel villain, Drax the Star Killer.
In the video games, they did Star Killer is actual character in the video games.
Unleashed, right? Force Unleashed.
Unleashed, but I think now it's uncanon. So, but technically,
Star Wars Force Unleashed video game was really fun. I used to play those on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really cool. It was based. I don't know if are you guys familiar with that story?
Nah, the only games I played are Battlefront for the original Xbox, which was great, and then Lego Star Wars, which we have played before.
yeah,
That's fun. That's a lot
that was
of
a lot of
fun.
fun.
But this one, it's set between movie 3 and 4, so between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, and you basically find out that Darth Vader had an apprentice between this time. So he's going out still trying to find all the Jedi or whatever, and he's training this apprentice to be a Sith leader, and he's basically sending him out like, go kill this Jedi, go kill this Jedi. So you're playing as this apprentice. And
So that could be a potential movie too.
yeah.
Because we talked about the Obi-Wan and how it's probably going to be between like 3 and 4, and him what's he doing with all this time.
The only thing is with doing that is I don't want to see too many movies between 3 and 4 because I kind of like the mystery between that time.
Sure.
Like if you give me too much, then it kind of like defeats the whole thing.
that's why I don't really want a Yoda movie.
Really?
Because I think he's just needs to be shrouded in mystery. He needs to be that kind of
Obi-Wan,
mystery old,
because he's my favorite.
mysterious old hermit. But
yeah,
He's not a hermit.
I mean,
Sure
yeah.
he is.
Is he a hermit?
Yeah, he never.
He might as well
leaves
be,
his
like,
home.
in
He
yeah.
never leaves. What's this?
Dagobah system.
Dagobah.
Yeah.
He never leaves Dagobah after Revenge of the Sith. Unless you watch Rebels. Supposedly he's in Rebels, I think.
So,
I think so.
after, Revenge of the Sith,
Mm-hmm.
he goes back to Dagobah.
He goes to Dagobah because he goes into hiding. Remember in Revenge of the Sith, he says to Obi-Wan, "We have to hide now because there's so few of us and everything."
Yeah, but you're telling me he stayed for like 10 years.
Oh, more than that. It
20.
was like 19 between.
So you tell me he stayed 20 years on Dagobah by himself.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I feel like there's more of a story there.
I'm just not interested, but
in
yeah.
Star Wars Rebels.
I want Yoda to have a son. That's all I want. I want there to be a family. I want little Yodelites just walking around somewhere.
Well, you just write your own fan
No,
fiction.
they're oh my god, what are the little bear things?
Ewoks.
Ewoks. His kids are disguised as Ewoks. That's what they are. That's his kids.
He's so ridiculous.
That just sounds dumb.
Honestly, I'd rather
You sound dumb.
I'd rather the writers just write new characters, just kind of push the Star Wars, I think, universe
they're not
further,
that- but
and
the-
just add new.
But no offense to like them, but they're not that creative. Like that's why they're making new movies. Like obviously they have like the new characters with like Ren and
I
whatever.
know, because like right now, I
But,
think
like-
now that Disney they're making all these movies, they're kind of still stuck with just trying to focus on some of the older characters. I just want to,
and they're terrified too because like to like all of a sudden like create a new character and have it like bomb. Like that looks so bad on the company. They're never going to do it again. They're never going to make any remakes again. You know what I mean?
I feel like you can't mess up with this.
Really? Have you seen the first three?
But that was with the old characters.
That's
That wasn't
old-
with new characters.
Old characters. It's under George Lucas
Well-
directing. Which he was never wanted to be a director, nor should he have.
Jar Jar was not an old character.
No, but that Jar Jar's a different conversation.
No, it's part of the same thing. It's exactly part of the same
Okay,
thing.
well, it's just I don't know. I think
I'm not even a fan. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now.
with this new storyline and stuff, people are so behind it, and what we've seen with they're going back to the film, they're going back to the aesthetic that we liked with the old trilogy, and so I feel like they can't really do any worse.
And also, like with these new developments of like the Knights of Ren, and hopefully more stuff will come out in the next like 4 months.
Yeah.
Maybe that will like spawn off some new
I'd rather
ideas
see
for stories.
More sequels of this story, like with the Skywalkers and all that, than all these spin-offs. Because I think all these spin-offs will get confusing. So like Rogue One, fine. If they do Obi-Wan, fine.
Han Solo.
Han Solo, fine.
I
But I
think
feel like that's it.
Yeah.
Because I think they're also still doing a Boba Fett, which
I thought they were combining him with Han Solo. Like
they might. If they're doing Han, they might just have Boba Fett be in the Han
I
Solo
don't think
movie.
Boba Fett's that interesting. I don't know why.
Me neither. I mean, he's just that weird
Well, he,
fan
like-
favorite who.
He's a fan favorite, but like he also has like the mystery. I think that's why they're doing is because he's one of those characters that has enough mystery that you can do something with it. Like for
What's
instance, like
mysterious about him?
what?
What's mysterious about him?
The fact that we don't have that much about him, other than the books.
What we don't know really anything about him is the mysterious.
You know where he came from? He's a clone from Jango Fett.
Okay.
And that he watched his father die, and he took up his mantle as being a bounty hunter.
I thought Boba was his kid.
No, it was a clone.
Clones like
He
stars.
grew a clone, but he
made it
designed
so
him
it
so it
aged
would just
fast.
grow naturally, not like a.
Yeah, but he's a clone, but he's also treated as his son. What was he doing all of those years between the Clone Wars and when he comes back? What was he doing?
True, but
I know he's a clone, but he's still a little kid.
He was just basically.
He was basically his son. He was
waiting
basically
to
his
grow
son.
up. Yeah, he raised him as his son.
Yeah.
But he is actually a clone of him.
I understand that, but like he still grows up as a
And that's
person.
why, with the new releases of Star Wars, the guy that played Jango Fett came back in and actually dubbed over the Boba Fett lines because he would be a clone. He would look exactly like him.
If they were to do a Boba Fett, it would have to be like it would be handled like Dredd, where he keeps his helmet on, almost like a silent film, mainly just through his kind of his body language and how he deals with things. I
think that they should pair him with Han Solo. I don't think he can do a whole movie himself.
But he's not the same age as Han, is he? He's younger.
Similar. Oh, well, he'd actually be older.
I mean, it would be kind of cool, like an older bounty hunter chasing a young Han Solo who's like in his 20s.
It'd be like
I'm-
maybe
I'm-
a 10-year difference.
I'm thinking more of Han Solo as his protege.
And something goes bad because
Yeah.
he doesn't like him.
Yeah,
Because he
but
hates him.
they might focus on how Han meets Chewie. I feel like that's the story
That's
they might.
the-
Well,
they might do.
I mean, that's obviously going to be a part of the movie, but like maybe for like the Boba Fett movie, they're like working together, but Boba is contacted by Darth Vader. And it's like starts to go over, but then you see like the good and Han, we're like, oh wait, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And then that's when he leaves.
I know
conflict.
In Star Wars book canon, which obviously they're really not going with anymore, supposedly Han was somehow left on Chewie's planet, which I can't remember.
Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk.
So he's basically Tarzan.
Kind of. And
he was raised by...
Or no, I don't know if he was left there or he was with humans and they said he befriended Chewie as like a young
There's a
Wookiee.
3-part Han Solo trilogy. I've only read like a little bit of one of the books.
And supposedly he had to like he was supposed to be like basically he was a fur trapper. That's what they would do. They take Wookiee fur and like stuff. So he had to kill. He was supposed to kill Chewie to take his fur, whatever. He wouldn't do it, and he ended up befriending him and staying with the Wookiees. So that's how they like you get Han Solo and Chewie are so close. So I'm sure they're gonna change it now.
Because apparently, in Revenge of the Sith, Lucas originally wanted to have like a young Han Solo in the Battle of Kashyyyk somewhere, but they just cut that out.
Right. They were gonna have him as like a young kid, like a 10-year-old or something.
Yeah, that's smart. They didn't put that in there. I think
they did actually have the Millennium Falcon in there.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you remember. There's very quickly. It's like towards the beginning when they're pulling into like the Coruscant, and there's like you can see it real small, just pulling in. Obviously, Han Solo doesn't fly it yet because he's not the original pilot or owner of it, and that's why I think with the trailer for the new movie, he says Chewie, we're home. So that means he probably didn't have it for the last 30 years.
It would be cool if he had a crew. I don't know.
Like a bounty hunter crew,
like just for the Millennium Falcon.
Space pirate.
True, but like I don't know, like maybe at that time in his life, he got like a few extra people.
Right, because he's getting older and stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
that'd be interesting.
What you want to talk about? Maybe some like predictions for 7, or what we think is going to happen, or
Yeah, go for it.
I know at least one of the characters is going to reveal his or her real name.
Yeah, they haven't done a lot of last names except for Poe Dameron. So
Poe Dameron's like that's his name, but
right, he's
in the article, Finn, Rey, and even Kylo Ren, like that wasn't his original name. So I know that's gonna go down, and then I think Kylo Ren, he might be the centerpiece. Plus, and also Rey. I think those two. I think she's gonna have a connection with Han Solo. I just feel like
okay.
She's gonna have a connection with Han Solo.
They're gonna have sex.
No.
Ew. He means like father-daughter.
Oh. Jeez. Come on.
Ew.
Edit that out. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I was watching, was it Sex and Drugs and Rock and Roll the other night?
I've been wanting to watch. I only
and
watched
like, Dennis Leary's daughter is like dating one of like the 50-year-old band members, but she's like 25 or something like that. It's weird.
She's from Victorious.
Yeah, she played Jade.
Yeah. So anyway, my prediction is I have a lot. So I'm thinking from that.
I'm getting comfortable.
Okay. That John Boyega's character Finn is gonna find the lightsaber, and he's also gonna start to realize maybe he has some like force powers, like he's feeling something in it. Because you remember in the trailer, Luke's voiceover is. Force is strong in my family. My father had it. I have it. My sister has it, and he's like, and you have it as well. I'm thinking he's talking to him because if you look in the poster, he's got the lightsaber.
Yeah,
it's Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah, he's gonna be the Luke of this trilogy. Yeah,
I think he's gonna be the Luke of it. Yeah. So they're not gonna go with a Skywalker. I think they're gonna change it because it's not gonna be like.
Which I like that better.
Unless Luke hooked up with a black girl, and then they have it could be like a mixed thing, but I don't think so.
I know in the comics that's the case so far with Han Solo.
You think so? He didn't get with Leia?
He did, but in his past, I'm a spoiler, he was married to a black smuggler or pirate.
Oh, maybe. Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't know how much of the comic book canon is really going to play into the movie canon.
Probably not at all.
Probably not that much.
But I'm also thinking, I can kind of get the vibe too that the father, it would be Han and Finn. Rey would be father-daughter kind of thing, and probably Leia the mother. And I'm thinking Han is going to die, sacrificing himself.
I feel like too, yeah.
Her. And then
I feel like Harrison Ford's going to get his wish.
Chewie and Rey are going to take over the Millennium Falcon.
That would be great. Yeah.
Chewie is like they lived for like 800 years, and he's only like 300 or something like that. Yeah. And
he's looking good for him.
Peter Mayhew, though,
he's looking good for a 400-year-old.
He's getting no gray hair yet, so that's good.
He has one on his asshole.
It's a birthmark.
Peter Mayhew, who plays him in all the movies, he's splitting time as Chewie now because of his age and he's with his knees and his back. He has that lightsaber.
He's an badass cane. I love that.
It's huge though. It's like the size of me. He's the cane, but he's been splitting time. I'm thinking more or less like the running and that kind of stuff. He's not doing.
Yeah.
Sitting.
I feel like he's just gonna be in the Falcon.
Right, the one where he's sitting and maybe some small walking and stuff, or standing there. But so I'm thinking, they'll probably end up casting somebody else because really, unfortunately, as much as I like Peter Mayhew, you don't really need Peter Mayhew to be in it because it's not like he talks.
True.
You just need a tall ass dude to stand there and like shoot things. Which
if Chewie's gonna be running, it's gonna be a stunt.
I want Shaquille O'Neal to play Chewbacca next movie.
Do it. Like you could be like Shaquille O'Neal as
Shaq is
Chewie.
It should be like Chewie or Chewbacca. It's like just like Chewbacca to come out of the Millennium Falcon.
But,
he's like dancing around.
I think people would find that racist in a way. Like now, black dudes playing like the
no, because people. I mean, they probably would, but people are idiots.
Yeah.
It's like when Pharrell.
They want to make it racist.
It's like when Pharrell dressed up as like a doorman for the one Grammys, and Zach Braff said he looks like the character he played in the Oz, where he was like the monkey butler. People are like, oh, you're just saying that because he's like, no, he was wearing literally the exact same outfit.
Right. Everyone's so sensitive, but yeah. So I think Chewie obviously won't go anywhere, but I think Han is gonna. It's not gonna be just like bam, he's dead. It's gonna be like he sacrifices.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably end the movie.
Father-daughter, nice thing.
It's probably going to be like one of the last shots. It's probably going to be Rey and Chewie in the Falcon, like lifting off, like kind of
maybe like
blast off into the.
Because like in the
goosebumps.
Maybe for episode 8, I don't know if they're going to do it for episode 8, but like how they split off. If they're going to do that for this trilogy, like Finn is going to finish like because I know they filmed at this island.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But
what is this?
Taking down the T-Rexes.
But they did shoot this island, which I think
Jaws
is like it's gonna be like Luke's like home.
So it's like his like Dagobah system.
So maybe that's where Finn is gonna go with Luke to go train further.
Did you see? I hope Luke stays in all of them. Of all the characters, I think he would be the one that stays in the trilogy.
Yeah. Well, I just Mark Hamill's just awesome.
Mark Hamill is awesome. Speaking of him, did you see that leaked?
I did see that. That was awesome.
I have one complaint with it. I think it's a little too light. It's
too white.
It's too white, like kind of looking. And maybe it was just the picture, but
I'd see it.
It's very much like Ben Kenobi's with like the long like skirt kind of.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
And he's got like the beard. Like it's very much Obi-Wan Kenobi. Alec Guinness, but it's just very like white, kind of almost like your shirt, and it's like the whole thing. And then he has like a light, like that belt color, like cloak on. So it's kind of
I mean, I guess you would have thought that he would have wore like the same,
a little darker, like black.
Well, like what he was wearing for the 5.6 or 4.56.
Yeah, he wore black, like in the.
It was like black and like a darker brown.
I mean, Return of the Jedi.
I think, but I mean, like Leia was always like wearing white when she wasn't dressing in erotic bikinis. So
no, Carrie Fisher said no erotic bikinis in this one.
It's.
I don't want to see that because she's a little bigger than she was. As we talk about, when you get older, you get bigger.
Well, she definitely does not have the same body type that she did.
Yeah.
Back then. Yeah.
They slimmed down. I think they put Hamill and Carrie Fisher on like not a diet, but like a
It's diet. It's a diet.
And a workout routine stuff. So they slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah, she looked better in that reel, that behind the scenes reel, that one shot. Yeah, she looked
good enough for what I would, 30 years.
What they will have her do, yeah.
Yeah, and she's probably just going to be kind of like a politician, kind of like what Padme was.
Apparently, she's supposed to be a queen. Like it's going to be Queen Leia.
Now it's going to be Queen Leia.
I think it's going to be Queen Leia.
But like, is it of like the galaxy, like Queen?
Oh, the Alliance or the Rebel Alliance, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we beat Star Wars enough to death.
Yeah, right. Honestly, I could talk about it for hours.
Oh, I understand that. I mean, I can hold on to the conversation for about like 5 minutes or so. Then I'm just like, zoom. Star Wars goes zoom zoom.
Then you start getting into the Family Guy stuff. It's like, hey, remember this Family Guy Star Wars episode?
That's hilarious.
Those are funny. But we're a little shorter today, but we can wrap it up here if you like.
You want to wrap it up? You want to talk about the TV show real quick for the last bit?
Quick.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Yep, we have Patrick here, who is the head writer.
Yes, we have to give him sole credit.
Sole credit for head writer.
This boy writes all of it. We came up with this like storylines with him and stuff, but as far as lines and stuff, I have to give you all credit. And,
Patrick just writes things in just such a way that you believe it. You don't think it's just some like college kid like throwing words down trying to make like some like cinematic BS.
No.
Like Patrick really takes the time to like understand how like a character would act, and that's
it's very real. I dig it.
Yeah, that's the nicest thing I'll ever say to you.
And we're not trying to blow smoke up your ass.
Right? Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We do mean that. But
he's like so like, oh my god, they think
oh my god, guys,
they put me down all the time.
You're welcome, yeah. But then Patrick and Greg will also be playing roles in it.
Yep.
And then also, all three of us are executive producing it. I'll also be directing.
I haven't come up with a last name for your character yet, but
Are we sticking with O'Connor, or was it something?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, right, O'Connor.
Corey O'Connor.
So yeah, they'll be starring in it. Greg is the main character for the adults because he was very adamant.
Are we still talking about this?
I'm not letting it go because it was too funny.
Just bitching.
When we were deciding on roles. I said, all right, I'll do executive producing and directing, and Patrick will be the head writer and stuff. And Greg was no shit. Was like, I want to be the head actor. I want to
I want to be important.
Yeah, he's like, I want to involve.
Well, I did want to be involved because you were directing it, so that there goes my like directing credit, and you're writing it, so there goes my writing credit, and I want some credit on this.
No,
well, I mean, I think if people
piece of art,
in the ocean, which I wanted to talk to you guys about the opening, doing more of like how just like shots of you guys just hanging out and like almost like what you would like shots from like episodes, but just muted.
So what they do in Friends?
Yeah, kind of.
But I mean, like it can't obviously be like episodes we film in advance because we film nothing in advance.
Right. So it could just be that episode, but you could just get any random footage of you guys just doing anything. It doesn't have to be all from an episode. It could just be you guys hanging around, like sitting here talking to.
Yeah, they have a sex tape laying around somewhere. So
yeah, you can put that in there. All just the music that's. I
told you to burn that.
Yeah.
Somebody order a pizza. I got your sausage right here. But yeah, we take it to weird places.
Stevenson's okay with this. Yeah.
This is pretty much how our conversations go when we're trying to pitch ideas to each other.
Yeah,
a lot of bullshit and 10% of actual.
Yeah, like we've had Skype sessions. I think we had 2 Skype sessions over the summer, and they probably each lasted about 2.5 hours. Probably
did 10 minutes worth of Undecided.
Yeah, and 10 minutes were talked about like the show and like ideas and everything. Everything else is just like talking about Star Wars, talking about like Flash or anything superhero-y, busting on each other's balls.
And this is basically why the podcast started, because it was our way to kind of get it out of our system.
Yeah. But it's still happening.
You're still doing it.
You're still doing it.
Oh, and I was thinking, Patrick, since now the 3 of us do it, it's 3 Trinity.
You're Wonder Woman.
You would be Wonder Woman.
That's fine. She's badass. I love
it. Okay, I knew you would be okay with it.
You're the very.
Superman. I would be Batman.
Amazonians, I think, would be Harry, so that works for you. Patrick's got like a wicked.
It's just his beard.
It's the beard, but
it's
like
creeping out on his neck here a little bit. But
yeah, but like it's just like so like predominant. Like in like 3 days, he grows more than what I grow in like a week.
It's funny, actually. I did thin my mustache.
I can't even tell. I can't even tell.
So did I.
Yeah, me too. I actually shaved this morning. Like a centimeter of stubble.
To get what Patrick's beard has, which really isn't like a crazy big beard, but it's a full beard. That would probably take me like the rest of my college time to get that.
Yeah. Well, like I have rosacea, so I can't even grow facial hair on my cheeks. Like I grow like a minor like.
Because you have a baby face.
I do have a baby face. I do have like incredible. Like if I like today, I could like pass like a senior in high school. Like that's what I feel like.
That's why I went slot when I first met you.
Probably.
Yeah. Why? The high school kids dress like this?
Well, when they're going on their boat.
On their dad's boat.
Hey, Dad, you can.
I don't have dimples. Look, no.
You can do it on the boat, son.
Do what on the boat?
You ever seen Breakfast Club?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's in there.
I know. It's like really culturally important.
Son of a bitch.
All right, if you're gonna hate on somebody in this room for something, hate on Greg for not seeing the podcast. I mean, for seeing Breakfast Club.
Okay.
He's obviously seen the podcast. We're sitting here doing it, but anyway, Undecided.
Undecided.
That's what you're actually talking about.
It's Patrick is almost done with finishing the first episode.
Yeah, I'm just still working on the dialogue. Just gotta make it.
We're also working on casting our final female character. We need somebody to play the female lead or female upperclassman.
It's a lead, yeah.
It's I mean they're all lead roles.
Yeah.
We have a person in mind here at the university. But we're still gonna have those auditions.
Should we do a shout out for like auditions?
Yeah, if anybody, any female, upperclassmen females listening at Stevenson,
email Dan or
Greg or
Email
Geekcast.
me, or you can text me if you like.
You can text me.
I'll
I
answer you.
can take you out to a date.
I'm not cheap, but you know.
Yeah.
What's your email?
What's that?
What's your email?
My email is dwitehead2@stevenson.edu, and then you can also, for real though, you could text me 973-600-2178.
I'm fun with that. I'm not giving out any of my personal information. If you want to contact us, you can email the Geekcast. Email Geekcast.
All right, I'm
2015 at gmail.com. Don't cut that out. That's hilarious. Maybe your phone number, but don't.
No, but yeah, use the Geekcast email. We every week we say we want to hear from you.
Tweet at us. You know, you guys have been good.
You can put this on iTunes, right?
Yeah,
it goes on iTunes.
Yeah, leave a comment on the iTunes and rate. Just that helps with the iTunes.
Yeah, guys.
We get money. We're not.
Yeah, just get money. What money are we making right now?
Nothing.
Exactly.
But to finish Undecided, we're going to try and do an episode a month. It'll be posted on YouTube and the SUTV, so if you go to Stevenson, you'll be able to see it there. So we're looking to do about 8 episodes for the year. They're going to probably be 22 minutes, like a normal sitcom episode, but they're going to be a little different than a normal sitcom. They're not going to be like with the laugh track and all that shit.
It's gonna be very similar to like a Scrubs. Like typesetting or
The Office,
or the Office.
Parks and Rec.
I mean,
not shot like that,
style,
but
just in the fact that like it's very 360 and there's no laugh track and nothing like that. But like,
right, it's gonna be smoother than that though.
Right. I just mean like you're not you can't tell that it's a set.
Right. Yeah.
Like you
it's
could
not
go
a set.
anywhere and
Yeah.
it'd be there. So look out for that. We're gonna be starting shooting within the next 2 weeks probably.
Yeah, that'll probably get posted on our website for the Geekcast network and. Yeah.
And also, just a reminder, guys, for listeners, my podcast will be on SoundCloud. There's a Facebook page for you guys to check out, and also eventually it will be on iTunes and also on the Geekcast website.
What's it called again?
What's your show called?
Oh,
I said it before. The Cinema Frequency.
Cinema Frequency. So look out for that. Patrick's by himself, and I think you're gonna have guests on.
Eventually, I'll have guests. I'll have to get another mic, but I can use the school radio booth, so that should be working.
And so some of the episodes you'll be by yourself then.
Yeah, they'll be by myself. They won't be as long as this podcast's episodes, which are like an hour. It might range from like 20 to like 30 to 40. Just usually the guest episodes will be longer.
Okay, well that's gonna do it for this Geekcast episode. My name is Dan Whitehead.
I am Greg St. Clair.
And I'm Patrick Howard.
So party on.
Party on.
Party on, dude.